forward, President William Ruto's nomination of 50 chief administrative secretaries opened the door to one of the most bloated governments at a time when the state and the people are at their most financially vulnerable in decades. And just when they were about to settle in, the courts quashed the appointment and declared the positions unconstitutional. But just what happened and how did they get here? Tonight we'll look at the controversial chief administrative secretaries' positions.
Being appointed a Chief Administrative Secretary in the Government of Kenya.
Chief Administrative Secretary's position have been a subject of debate in different quarters, dating back to the Ruto administration. Defying all the red flags on matters legality, the Kenya Kwanza administration promptly walked into a Law Society of Kenya lawsuit last year when they abandoned their promise of a lean, diverse and professional cabinet and reintroduced cabinet administrative secretaries. The courts, however, termed the move unconstitutional, throwing in limbo the already sworn-in cabinet administrative secretaries.
I, Minister being appointed a Chief Administrative Secretary in the Government of Kenya, do swear that I will at all times be faithful to the Republic of Kenya, and that I will...
The Public Service Commission advertised for 23 CAS positions and reaffirmed the same number in a formal affidavit before the High Court. However, State House went ahead to nominate more than double that number, getting themselves in a legal battle as the nomination brought about heated debate in the political and social corridors, accusing the government of negating its promises to the people. It is a move that has been welcomed by the Law Society of Kenya, but one that other CSS promised that they are going to appeal.
The promotion or the ascension of the 50 CSs is a landmark decision by the court. For us, we were against it right from the word go.
I want to echo the sentiments that have been made by my friend Isaac Mwaura. It is very clear that in this particular decision we have a majority decision and we have a minority decision. So both the judges themselves have not been able to agree on several aspects of the law. In addition, we have two separate decisions that are competing: a decision made in the Employment and Labor Relations Court and a decision made here, which conflict on the constitutionality of the office of the CS.
And has declared the entire complement of the 50 positions for CAS that were established to be unconstitutional. The impact of this decision should not be lost on Kenyans, because it is not just in the manner in which the offices were sought to be established. It is not just in the manner in which public funds would have been wasted in offices that are completely unnecessary and were only intended to be a reward for the political supporters, or as is famously known, the shareholders in this government. What is important in this decision is the affirmation.
Each one of the CASs was to receive a monthly salary of 780,000, 10 million car grant, 35 million mortgage, and 10 million inpatient health insurance. At the same time, they were to get a monthly airtime of 20,000 shillings, annual leave allowance of 50,000 Kenya shillings, and after exiting their positions, each CAS will be entitled to a service gratuity rate of 31% of annual pensionable pay for their term. The move to have 50 CASs expanded the cabinet and will have ballooned the wage bill to 13.2 billion over the first term of the Kenya Kwanza administration. Other ministries have close to 5 CASs, with others boasting of 3 and others 1. But how did we get here? Dating back, the 2010 constitution allows for a minimum of 14 and a maximum of 22 cabinet ministries. The law also eliminated assistant ministers. The idea was to stop abuse of executive prerogative to appoint cabinet ministers and assistant ministers.